And as we speak on the live report, the letter war continues. Minutes after, in fact, the Lieutenant Governor wrote to the Delhi government about what he felt about the decisions taken by him. A response coming out from the Chief Minister's office, Kejriwal challenging the Lieutenant Governor. Following that detailed response, Kejriwal asking the Lieutenant Governor which clause of the Constitution or any act provided him the power to issue orders and directives to the Delhi government. So this war is getting much bigger. Let's go across to Aditya joining us on the phone line. He has details of that letter. Aditya, take us through what we know so far.
Well, that's right, Niranjan. Just a few minutes ago, the Delhi Chief Minister's office has confirmed that Chief Minister Arvind Challenges has challenged Lieutenant Governor Najeeb Jung. Remember, Jung in the afternoon had written a stinging letter asking Kejriwal and the entire Delhi government to completely void and completely declare illegal all the appointments that were taken in the last 1 week. Now, Arvind Kejriwal, in his response and challenge to Lieutenant Governor, has written clearly the Lieutenant Governor come up with the clause of the Constitution or any act of the NCT which provides him the power to issue directives or any kind of order to the Delhi government. So completely the Lieutenant Governor's authority being challenged by Arvind Kejriwal to wait and watch what directives or decision LG takes in this regard. But certainly it's getting murkier, it's getting the dirty being washed out in public, and it's not just a constitutional crisis. It has almost become an ego battle. Every day, letter salvos being fired to each other. But certainly, both the positions are clear. Both of them do not want to relent, and they have sound legal as well as constitutional experts who have been backing them. So certainly, at this moment, Arvind Kejriwal challenging the authority of Lieutenant Governor yet again, even as the ball at this moment remains in the President's court, while Rajnath Singh also maintained that there should be an amicable solution, that both LG and Arvind Kejriwal should meet and they should decide on some consensus. But it remains to be seen what that consensus would be. Both the sides are not ready to budge.
With us, in fact, a short while ago, the Lieutenant Governor also wrote to the Delhi government. In fact, in his letter, he questioned some of the points and some of the directives that the Delhi Chief Minister has been issuing to his government, his own bureaucrats. And in fact, he went on to say that the orders given by the Delhi government and the Chief Minister tended to obfuscate the special position that Delhi enjoys. Order by the Deputy Chief Minister, the Lieutenant Governor said, was fundamentally at variance with the Constitution. So it's come down to a constitutional crisis right now, isn't it, Aditya, as both sides get technical on this argument?
Well, that's right, Niranjan. We have been watching this controversy from the very beginning. The acting Chief Secretary, Shakuntala Gamblin, was really appointed. It was said initially that only LG wanted her, but later the Delhi government agreed that they had no problems or qualms with that. They were in agreement. But then later, again, the person who had actually popped that letter through the LG's office in the Delhi government, Anindo Majumdar, his position was clearly axed. He was the principal secretary in the services department and the GAD department. Both these positions were taken away. Anindo then went for a one-day leave today. But when I spoke to Anindo, he was confident that he will remain quiet. He wouldn't like to comment on this issue. He was saying that he will wait and watch this. He said he has done nothing wrong or unconstitutional. He had abided by the rules. But at this moment, it is a massive constitutional crisis because the Aam Aadmi Party and its government have been courting the NCT and also different laws, including the Section 239AA and Section 14. Gopal Subramaniam, the ex-Solicitor General of India, and also Indra Jaising and Rajiv Dhawan are the advocates that the Delhi government has approached for legal opinion. That was also shared with the President of India yesterday. But the big question certainly remains, how long will the bureaucracy remain pawns in the hands of these political bigwigs, and also the ego clash between the office of the Chief Minister of Delhi and the LG. But who is suffering at this moment is certainly the people of Delhi who want better governance, want better electricity and water in this scorching heat.
Right. Stay with us. Aditya, getting reactions. In fact, former Chief Minister of Delhi, Sheila Dikshit, reacting to this developing story.
I'm glad he's thinking of going through the provisions, because if you go through the provisions, you will find that the Lieutenant Governor has certain powers which go beyond the Chief Minister, like for instance land and police. And there are certain powers which the Chief Minister has up to a point. And then beyond that, now you work with the lieutenant, and remember it's not a full state, it's a union territory, and you work together. If there are any differences of opinion or differences of the name suggested or the path to be taken, they can always be discussed over. You see, this National Capital Territory of Delhi comes under the Home Ministry. So does the cadre. The cadre is a cadre which is of the Home Ministry. It comes under the Home Ministry because it goes to Pondicherry, it goes to Goa, it goes to Andaman Nicobar, all that is there. Now but what happens is, if you need a particular chief secretary or you need a particular officer, you tell them. They also have their terms, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 3 years, whatever it is. So there is a question of what is good for administration, and the government of India, whichever government it may be, would like Delhi to be governed well, because please remember, it's the capital of the country.
Well, first of all, Mr. Kejriwal, I don't think has any reason to complain, because his own deputy chief minister, in the list of 4 officers which they submitted to the Lieutenant Governor, they had mentioned the name of Shakuntala Gamblin. He had objected to some other officer, but he never objected to Shakuntala Gamblin. So when he never objected to Shakuntala Gamblin, and I think your channel had taken up this circular, taken out this issue for the first time, your channel had broke this news. I think now Arvind Kejriwal has no reason to complain. After all, it was his deputy chief minister who recommended the name of Shakuntala Gamblin, and she was appointed. But the bigger question is, why has the Lieutenant Governor now, through a circular, undone all orders passed by Arvind Kejriwal in last 1 week? So both of them, they are rushing to president, passing their own circulars, issuing their own letters. Why are both of them using officers to fight their own political turf war?